What is up, Kaismartypants here, and we are here with something new today. It's the Hunger Games simulator. I saw this on Sirius's channel and I was very interested, so I'm going to make this a multiple part series that you guys can join in. So basically what this is this simulates the Hunger Games. In each of the districts, I change the names of every single one of the players, and it'll randomly select the series of events to happen to each person, and yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. I've tested it once, and I really like it, so yeah. I just pick some random people. If you want to be in one of these, then you can just ask down in the description, or like if you want a certain group to be in this, then I can, because I can adjust like the size here. See? Okay, yeah. So here we go. So District 1 has me and Dark Block. District 2 has Call Me Kirk and Cyberpiggy. District 3 has Jack and Tellyking. District 4 has Caligators and Jessejlk. District 5 has Thanalox and GirlOnFire. District 6 has Jesse and Vanz. District 7 has Avery and BeveyGames. District 8 has Skull Candy Gamer or MrQuickscoper and Gmaclad. District 9 has Lead Miner and Chris Flo. District 10 has TARDIS and A. Jackson. District 11 has Yaoja and Chaotic Gods. And District 12 has Natural and Trans. I have not seen any of what is about to happen, and I don't know. So what it'll basically do is it'll provide a series of text. I'll read this to you. As the tributes stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. Kirk stays at the cornucopia for resources. Thanalox finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Telly runs away from the cornucopia. Translucent grabs a backpack and retreats. Jack runs away from the cornucopia. Kaismartypants, Cyberpiggy, TARDIS, and GirlOnFire share everything they've gathered before running. Lead runs from the cornucopia. Vanz runs away from the cornucopia. Avery runs away from the cornucopia. MrQuickscoper runs away from the cornucopia. Uwatmate and Yaoja fight for a bag, and Uwatmate gives up and retreat. What the heck? No. Uwatmate would not retreat in that sort of fight. Okay, Caligators and Jessejlk threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Rip Caligators and Jesse, PP. Okay. Dark Block, PvP, yeah. Dark Block snatches a pair of size. Natural 44 and Chaotic Gods fight for a bag, and Natural 4 gives up and retreats. Why? No, Chaotic... Oh, whatever. Chris Flo runs away from the cornucopia. BeveyGames gathers as much food as he can. Durkin clutches a first aid kit and runs away, and Gmac finds a bow, some arrows, and a quiver. Kaismartypants searches for firewood. Yaoja receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Chaotic God scares Uwatmate off. That would never happen. Chris Flo diverts Avery's attention and runs away. Lead camouflages himself in the bushes. Thanalox receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Dark Block tries to spear fish with a trident. MrQuickscoper attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. That's what he would probably do, I'm guessing, if he played the Hunger Games. But BeveyGames and Jack split up to search for resources. Kirk camouflages himself in the bushes. xTranslucenTx tries to spear fish with a trident. GirlOnFire questions her sanity. Natural 44 picks flowers. Telly picks flowers. The TARDIS receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Gmaclad hunts other tributes. Vanz and Durgan split up to search for resources, and Cyber discovers a cave. So there are 3 deaths in day 1. Caligators, Jesse, and... Vanz lets Gmac into his shelter. Uwatmate begs for Lead to kill him. He refuses, keeping Uwatmate alive. Durkin receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Jack sets an explosive off, killing Kirk. GG. Dark Block goes to sleep. Telly, Chris Flo, and Chaotic Gods cheerfully sing songs together. Thanalox convinces Natural 44 to snuggle with her. Why? Cyber looks at the night sky. Avery sees a fire but stays hidden. BeveyGames looks at the night sky. Yaoja screams for help. xTranslucent, GirlOnFire, and Kaismartypants sleep in shifts, and the TARDIS tries to sing himself to sleep. Gmaclad attacks Yaoja, but Thanalox protects him, killing Gmaclad. Jack and Chrisflo work together for the day. xTranslucent kills Vanz while he is resting. The TARDIS severely slices BeveyGames with a sword. Telly receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Avery defeats Natural 44 in a fight, but spares his life. Chaotic Gods diverts Darkblock's attention and runs away. Yep. Durgan searches for a water source. GirlOnFire stalks E.1. Cyber practices his archery. Kaismartypants explores the arena. Led travels to higher ground. So these are the 4 deaths in day 2. Durgan cries himself to sleep. Oh, that's sad. xTranslucent tends to Chrisflo's wounds. Thanalox, Yaoja, and Kaismartypants start fighting, but Yaoja runs away as Thanalox kills Kaismarty. Yeah, that's what would happen. Cyber and Led run into each other and decide to truce for the night. GirlOnFire sees a fire, but stays hidden. Avery sets up a camp for the night. Chaotic Gods passes out from exhaustion. Darkblock and Natural talk about the tributes still alive. E.1 fends Jack, Telly, and the TARDIS away from his fire. Day 3. Telly is pricked by thorns while picking berries. GirlOnFire, Darkblock, and Yaoja hunt for other tributes. Led and Thanalox hunt for other tributes. Chrisflo makes a wooden spear. E.1 receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Jack camouflages himself in the bushes. Durgan and Chaotic Gods discover a river. The TARDIS picks flowers. Natural makes a slingshot. Avery tries to sleep through the entire day. xTranslucent receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Cyber constructs a shack. One death can be heard in the distance. Rip me. Rippin' pastas. GirlOnFire, Natural 44, Thanalox, the TARDIS, and Chaotic Gods sleep in shifts. xTranslucent receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. E.1 attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Jack tends to Chrisflo's wounds. Avery passes out from exhaustion. Yaoja stabs Durgan while his back is turned. GG. Darkblock, Cyber, Telly, and Led sleep in shifts. Natural 44 discovers a cave. Led attacks Chrisflo, but he manages... Oh, whatever. Cyber picks flowers. Avery, GirlOnFire, and E.1 hunt for other tributes. Yaoja searches for firewood. Telly receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Darkblock receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Probably me. Because, yeah, I'm an unknown sponsor. Okay. Thanalox severely injures the TARDIS, but puts him out of his misery. xTranslucent overhears Jack and Chaotic Gods talking in the distance. 2 deaths. GG. Led destroys Natural 44's supplies while he is asleep. Cyber, Yaoja, GirlOnFire, and xTranslucent sleep in shifts. Jack, E.1, Darkblock, and Thanalox sleep in shifts. Avery passes out from exhaustion. Avery, what are you doing? What are you doing, Avery? You're just passing out from exhaustion like every single day. Chaotic Gods lets Chrisflo into his shelter. Telly attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. Day 5. Telly makes a slingshot. Natural 44, GirlOnFire, and Thanalox successfully ambush and kill Avery, Thanalox, Avery, xTranslucent, and Chrisflo. Yaoja makes a wooden spear. Jack stabs Led while his back is turned. Darkblocks attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Dang it, District 1 is out. Well done, Dark. Well freaking done. Cyber tries to sleep through the entire day. Chaotic Gods begs E.1 to kill her. He refuses, keeping Chaotic Gods alive. 5 deaths. Night 5. Yaoja is awoken by nightmares. Okay, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard. E.1 and GirlOnFire talk about the tributes still alive. Telly thinks about home. Cyber kills Jack with his own weapon. Rip. Chaotic God sets up camp for the night. Thanalox thinks about home. Natural 44 tries to treat his infection. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapon, and memoirs from the tribute's families. The feast. Natural 44, you want me, and Chaotic Gods decide not to go to the feast. Telly, Thanalox, and Yaoja track down and kill GirlOnFire. GG. Cyber falls into a frozen lake and drowns. Good job. Telly, you want me, and Natural 44 hunt for other tributes. Thanalox injures herself. Chaotic Gods receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Yaoja questions his sanity. 3 deaths. Natural 44 and Chaotic Gods hold hands. Yuwatmate and Yaoja fight Telly and Thanalox. Telly and Thanalox survive RIP. Natural 44 receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Thanalox is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Chaotic Gods chases Telly. I was about to say jelly. Wow. Thanalox forces Telly to kill Chaotic Gods or Natural 44, and he decides to kill Chaotic Gods. Natural 44 tries to spearfish from a trident. Thanalox picks flowers. Telly receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Thanalox, Natural 44, and Telly cheerfully sing songs together. Day 9. Telly accidentally steps on a landmine. Natural 44 convinces Thanalox to not kill him, only to kill her instead. Okay. And Natural 44 and Translucent 1. Wow, how anticlimactic was that? Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see ya.